Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I know we talk about Kanye every single week, but we have to give a Donda review. I'm sorry. I have to do it.
Well, we don't have to do it yet. We can do well, okay, we'll do this though. I got some. I kind of want to recap on the season. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But with Donda, it came out on Sunday, the Lord's Day. The Lord's Day.
It did.
There was a lot of controversy around, was it supposed to come out that day?
Yeah.
Or no? Personally, and I've been caping for Kanye the last couple pods. Everything to me he said is cap. So
yeah.
Everything he's said during this whole entire rollout. And I gave him a lot of credit for this rollout. Now I kind of want to take it all back. But before I get into that, just straight music, how'd you think about the album? What'd you think about the album?
I liked it. I did. The thing is you're not going to make a song, what is it, like 27 songs or something crazy like that?
27 joints.
You're not going to make 27 songs with no skips. No one ever has done it, and it'll probably never happen.
Maybe Biggie was the closest, but I don't know.
That's probably, yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah, you may be right about that. But even then, I don't know. I have to go back.
I said maybe. I don't know if that's a fact or not.
That might be the
closest. And music is subjective, so.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a lot harder, I think, with what he does to have no skips. To have singing, rapping, and as creative as he tries to reach in his type of music. And every single time, it's always different. Like, you can't say this album sounds like anything else that he's done. So anytime you do that, you're inevitably going to have songs that not everyone's going to fuck with. It's inevitable. But I will say that, like, probably around half of it, I super fuck with. The other half is, like, okay to me. But we put Kanye on such, like, a high pedestal and that's inevitable.
That's where I'm at with it, yeah.
When you're a GOAT, you're going to have an album that doesn't resonate like it does for everything else. It's just not going to happen. So every single time, you're not going to hit every single time.
Yeah.
So, I think we hold him to a really high standard. I think it's still very good music. There's still a lot of songs on there that I'm going to probably put onto the Kanye cycle. Just like how I did with Kanye, to amp me up for his album, I go back and listen to his stuff. And that's what I'm doing with Drake clearly right now. It's like, that's what I do for all music, is like, when their albums are about to release, I get back in tune with who they are as an artist. I want to understand them and understand where their next moves are going.
At least, yeah.
Yeah. I want to get back in tune with them. You know, like, that's how I feel. It's like, I want to get back in tune with them. So, like, this past, like, probably 2-3 weeks, I've been listening to basically all Kanye and all Drake.
Okay.
And St. John, because he's just, like, been like a GOAT to me for this. He's if I was gonna say, like, a summer anthem, like, artist, it's been St. John for me.
Yeah.
I've been listening to him, like, basically all summer, but the last month probably it's been Kanye and Drake, just because I'm like, I anticipating get back in tune with who they are. So that's how I work in music.
Mm-hmm. No, I like that.
So what'd you think though? What's crazy, man? I'm just saying, this is like, you were so excited.
I know. That's what I was about to get into. So
yeah,
I was the conductor of the Donda hype train for the last 3 weeks. When I listened to the second stadium listening, I thought that was the greatest shit ever. I liked the just his whole aura and how he went about it in Atlanta when he had that. Yeah. And the songs, like, I missed the first one, but apparently everybody was saying none of the songs had drums. So then I heard the second one, I was like, this joint is hitting. And then I listened to the third time around, and I was like, I'm still hype about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got the album, and played it front to back maybe 2 or 3 times. I can honestly say there's 6 joints I like out of 27.
Whoa. 6?
There's 6 joints I like.
Wow.
It would have been 7 until I learned that Kanye's also selling this thing called a stem player. It's a partnership that he has with Apple. And so a few songs on the album are purposely fucked up. So you use the stem player to go fix the damn song.
What?
So Jail, if you guys listen to Jail, that's the first song on the album. It's got no drums on it until the end. He leaves the drums at the end. So it's our job to buy the freaking stem player and put the drums in the song. And that pisses me off. So it's like, you're going to make us fix your damn album that we've been waiting for a month. And then, like, it's just the clean version. Maybe there's never going to be an explicit version, just because I do think this is kind of a gospel album. But I got to fix the clean joints too. Like, I have to fix your album. Like, that pisses me off. And then also,
yeah.
I hate to say this because his last 2 were trash, but I didn't think his heart was in the music, so I've been giving him a pass. Yeah. I felt like it was more in Yeezy. I felt like it was more in what was going on in his personal life, and him trying to get out of debt, quote unquote, and achieve everything that was on his visual board. And so I feel like he really locked in for this one, and it was just mid.
Yeah.
Like, and to your point about holding him to a high standard, like, this is a fantastic album for anyone else. But for him, I was like, and this might be a little too, I don't know, premature. Maybe I have to listen to the album more, but I'm cool on Kanye rapping. I think he's got a good career. I would love for him to produce other people. The only album that I want from him is Watch the Throne 2, and then I'm cool, man. He's what, 42? Like, you could go right off, do what you got to do, run for president, do what you got to do, but stop. I don't like when this happens. Like, stop putting out mid shit. Like, because to me, it hurts the legacy. Like, for example, I love Lil Wayne. I do not want to hear Carter 6.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear I'm Not a Human Being 3 or whatever. He's just not that dude no more. You know what I'm saying? It's ruining it for me. And so, like, just give me Watch the Throne 2 and then make beats. That's how I feel after listening to Donda. Maybe I have to listen to Donda more to get into it, but
you know what helped
I'm kind of cool. I'm cool.
Okay, so I hear what you're saying. And you know what? You're absolutely right. Like, if he was to stop making music,
it's hurting. It's hurting everything else.
Yeah. If he was to stop, I see what you're saying, and I think that's a subjective feeling. I think.
Yeah, it definitely is. That's just how I feel, because I'm a super Kanye fan. Like,
yeah.
This was just not it for me, and I've been waiting for this one because I'm like, his heart wasn't in Ye. I mean,
I know
the Jesus is King is cool because that was just like a gospel album. Not like, I don't be listening to gospel all the time, but I think it won a Grammy for best gospel album. But I wasn't the biggest fan of Pablo, and I thought this was like Donda. This is my mom. This is, you know what I'm saying? I know we're gonna talk about Drake in a second, but I think Drake's trolling him with all his mom's notes that she's been writing him. But anyway,
man, that's dark. That's dark.
Anyway,
if that's true,
I'm cool.
I mean,
I'm cool
to go 1,000%. And I think you're right. He's done enough in music itself where if he stopped making music, he would be set. Like, he'd be set as a GOAT. He'd be solidified as a great. He's already given us so much to look back on and be inspired by. He's made timeless music over and over. I think he has arguably one of the best rap albums of all time with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I think that's probably still, honestly, I don't know if there's a better album.
And he changed music with 808s.
And 808s are hard.
You don't even get some of these Drake verses, and Drake, I don't think you get Drake, honestly.
I don't think you do either. Drake took 808s and Heartbreak and ran with it. That style of singing. I mean, he does his own thing. He's his own person.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I mean, the album, like, the subject matter is different. He's in a different place in his life that I can't really connect with from a content standpoint. So I was and that's a lot of music. I judge a lot of music on the sonic part of it. I don't really always agree with subject matter in everyone's albums all the time.
Can I say this one point real quick? Just before I lose it. People were saying Kanye is pandering to black people because you can't go wrong with rapping about God and the church and things like that with black people.
You can't go wrong.
Right. Like they're going to flock back to him because of all the political aspects of his career that he's jumped into and supporting Trump and things like that. But I'm just saying I don't like that narrative because Jesus Walks was on the first album. So it's always been in him, and I don't think that's really fair to say. He might be more in tune with his religion right now than he was then. Yeah. But that's been there from day one. So
that's facts.
I just wanted to point that out because I was seeing that. I was like, that's not fair. He made Jesus Walks, and that was on the first joint. Like,
I 100% agree, man. 1,000% agree. Yeah. And I think that's completely unfair. Yeah. You know, I think that's.
I get it if he never said it before, but religion has been a consistent point in his music. Like he makes a lot of references artistically, like on the album covers, definitely in his verses and things like that. But
I think it's core to who he is, and so
I think that's just not fair to say. That's all I wanted to say. But
yeah, no, I agree, man. But I mean, you know, I'm in a like. Did he get to a place with that subject matter? I mean, 1,000% that's unfair. But when I talk about the subject matter itself, with it not connecting with a lot of people, I think, and with me, I'll just talk about me, is you know, it's just, I don't know. I think there's like a decline in the things that the church, quote unquote, has taken a hit on the past, you know, I want to say probably 10 years now of that people are kind of shying away or questioning a lot of things. I kind of wish, it almost feels, I don't know. I almost feel like I would like to hear Kanye explain religion, like how he sees religion.
I don't think we should have him explain anything.
I would like to hear.
He's very bad at it.
No, I'm saying like in his raps, like like a little bit. I don't know, like a different way of bringing out God in his music, because it's like he's just like all in. Like I don't know. I just can't. I can't. It's just tough for me to connect with it. I want to connect with it, but I can't. You know, it sucks, man.
Yeah, and it's to each his own. Like, like to some people, think it's the best album ever. Like, and it's going to smoke Certified Lover Boy when that comes out. I'm not one of those people, but it's like we've been saying throughout this whole pod. Music is subjective. Yeah. So for me, I don't need another Kanye album. All I need is Watch the Throne 2, and then. I do need you to keep making beats, because the beats on Donda are fire.
Facts.
They are, except the ones that I have to go back and fix. Because that is trash, bro. Like I'm more mad about that than anything, because it's like, are we gonna get the fixed version, or do we literally have to go do this? Like, because I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing that. No way. I think it's gonna come out anyway.
Man, it better, because I would probably like 3 more songs if that happened. But I like Jail. I like how it sounded. But then when I heard it with drums, I hate it now, because I'm like, I'm never listening to this version again. The one with the drums is amazing.
Yeah. You know what I did? I take, and I do this all the time. Is like I'll go through and listen to an album. I'll take out the songs that I like. I give it a play. I give it like 2 full listens, right? And then I take out the songs that are really resonating, and then I put them all together on like a playlist and just listen to those songs.
That's exactly what I do too. I mix them in with everything else, but I still like. Yeah, it pisses me off, bro. Like.
Yeah. I mean,
the one he has with Pop Smoke is so trash. Like, oh my God, it's so bad.
Well, I'm sorry he disappointed you, man.
It's cool.
Let's go. I mean,
I just wanted to come clean, because I had been the conductor of the Donda hype
train. Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, man. So, Certified Lover Boy comes out tomorrow. For some reason, I thought it came out. I keep thinking today was a Friday. Midnight. So basically tonight. So I've been in my Drake bag, trying to listen to everything that he has put out over the last 10 years, just like my favorite joints of his, and seeing like getting that Drake feel. Like what is this Drake aura like? Reminding myself.
What's your favorite Drake album?
Probably Take Care.
Take Care.
Yeah, I like Take Care a lot. What about you?
I do like Take Care a lot. I think that's second for me. I think to me, I like Nothing Was the Same.
Yeah, they're close. That's my second for sure.
And Views has grown on me a lot because I didn't like it when it came out.
Why not?
Because I thought he was being a culture vulture.
Why?
With all the Jamaican, the Caribbean dances and accents, and I wasn't into it, but now I'm into it. So it had to grow on me. But at the time, I was like, dude, you're from Toronto, bro. Stop this. I hated Controller, but I love Controller though.
I love Controller. I think that Drake doesn't get the credit he deserves when it comes to pop songs, like pop writing, all his joints with Rihanna. I think all of them are like some of the best music ever made.
Yeah, I mean, even with the Controller example, like people weren't listening to that type of music. Nah. Drake does it, and then now they go see the people who actually go do it. So I think that's dope. Like even I think it was on More Life. He had a couple like London dudes on there.
Yeah,
and that whole London grime scene, and like I never heard of any of these dudes, and now it's like a bunch of people. Like my brother Aaron, he listens to some London dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like that wouldn't have happened without Drake. You know what I'm saying? So I think he does deserve some credit for putting different vibes on.
Yeah, I don't think this is my opinion on culture vulture. If you don't give credit to the OGs of that sound, and you like out of nowhere just grasp, like basically take verbatim their cadence or whatever, you don't give them credit, then you're just swooping in.
Which a lot of people do.
Right, but he doesn't do that. He gives them credit. He even gives them features. I give Drake a lot of credit for like being open minded about taking in new types of sound. And I gave the same credit to Wayne too. Wayne went through that whole 2010 era of just, and really a little bit before that too, of jumping on like pop song, rock songs, trying different shit. I love that. I love like integrating different people in music. I think that's what music's about. So anytime that I see that, I'm supporting it. Like unless you're being unless you literally take someone else's sound, say they didn't do it first, like they
right.
then like and you credit yourself as being the OG of it, then I have a problem with that.
Right. So like I will say with both of these albums, I don't know if you've been on Instagram with all the billboards that are coming up with Drake, but
yeah, that shit's funny.
They're both feature heavy. How do you feel about that? Because some people subscribe to the J. Cole went platinum with no features. I'm using that as a joke, but like maybe a guy comes out, he's got like one or two features versus a Donda that has the whole industry on it. And it also seems like Certified Lover Boy does too. How do you feel about that? Like, do you want to would you respect it more one way or the other? Or are you like, whatever's going to generate the best product?
It doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter to you?
Okay. No, you should make music where your heart is. If your heart's in features, then make songs with features.
But see, I agree with you, but that's my biggest problem with Donda. I think the features make the album. I don't think Kanye put his best foot forward on it. Like usually, I know Drake is going to probably he might get bested by maybe one or two dudes on there, but majority of the album is you know he's gonna be the one.
He's gonna deliver.
With Kanye, he got carried by the features. Jay Electronica smoked him. What? Fabio smoked him. West Side Gun smoked him. Everybody sounded better to me. Like if you took him off the album, it would still be fire.
Wow. I would have to go back in and review that. I can't say for sure. But
I just thought but at the same time I did like it because it's like he did put like some new dudes on there and stuff too. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
But I don't think there was really one song where I was like, "Oh, Kanye got them."
The thing is, I don't see Kanye as like the best rapper though. I see him as just like an artist, as a creator.
Yeah.
Like so, I judge his like full body of the album. Like, how does this sound to me? Like, does this, like, how is this experience? That's how I see music. Is like how is this experience when I listen to this? And if it's not, I don't know. To me, I think he delivered on the experience. I think it's a really good album. Like I said before, I think it's just Kanye. We hold him to a different standard. And you know, I'm curious to see what Drake does. You know, I'm curious because, you know, after going back to his music, what I've realized recently is like he does actually switch up his sound. He actually does do some different things, but he, like we talk about, we can get some singing, we get some rapping, but the energy behind different songs actually does switch up, in my opinion, over the years after going back and reviewing all this. And so it's always still him, you know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't have like all these gimmicks and shit that he's like.
He is very petty though, which I love.
He's petty as fuck, but that's like, so what he does next in his music is it's actually, I think I'm interested to see where he goes. You know, what he does with this album, because he does. Honestly, you can't say any of the albums sound like this album. You can't say any of the music that he's put out sounds like the other one. And that's what I'm realizing is like he does sound different in a lot of these songs, in a lot of these albums. So I'm curious to see what kind of different he's going to be now. That's what I would say.
I feel like it's called Certified Lover Boy. He's going to be talking his shit on there. Especially because the album cover is trash.
We're going to find out tonight.
So you know it's not going to be trash. I think the cover, he took 2 seconds to think about it. It was like, here you guys go.
Well, we gonna find out tonight.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's that. I'm curious, man. I'm curious. It's been a drizzy Kanye summer.
To kind of loop back a little bit to scams. This is another reason why I don't like Donda. That STEM thing is a scam. And Kanye also coming out on Sunday is a scam, because I think technically him and Drake would drop in the same week, and he did. I think he was the most streamed artist in Spotify history in one day on that Sunday. And so it's like he has 5 full days. If his goal is just I want to beat Drake, he's cheating like a motherfucker. Biggest scam. Selling merch with digital albums at 3 stadiums before it comes out. It's coming out on a Sunday, which is technically the week that Drake's album is coming out in too. That is corny, bro. That's why and then now we have to go fix the album too. That's like, I can't get with it, bro. I can't get with it. I'm upset about it. Cause like Kanye's like my favorite artist. Like there's like Prince and Kanye. Like I think they're just, minds are different. But to me, yes, the music sounds better than the last 2 joints, but it's clearly all about the marketing. It's not, if the music could have even been better if he wasn't focused on that. That's what pisses me off. Yeah.
You know what's crazy is like, I hear what you're saying, but to me, he already
scam.
He already left. He like the actions outside of the music, that train has already left for me. Like, I'm already not paying attention. I already stopped listening. Like, I already stopped, like, you know, the Trump thing and just like little lash outs. I stopped. It took a minute, but eventually I got to a point where I completely separated the person Kanye from his music.
Oh, me too. Because I have to do that, or else I'm gonna be like these people who don't want to listen to Kanye, even though his music over the last 15 years have given them so much joy. Like, I don't agree with slavery was a choice. I don't agree with supporting Donald Trump. And then if you noticed on the third listening session, he was up there with Marilyn Manson and DaBaby because he wanted to show that you can't cancel us.
I didn't know that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, them dudes have been considered canceled. And so he wanted to pop out with them. So it's just like, it's so much, he cares so much about the aesthetic and the marketing than the actual music. And that's what made me probably most frustrated with Donda. Even though the music sounds good, I'm not saying it doesn't. But like, if you compare like Donda altogether and just all of the lights, he had like 60 artists on all the lights. How much better did all the lights sound than anything on Donda? You know what I mean? Like, because he was focused. Like, I'm gonna make Elton John sound like this. I'm gonna make Rihanna sound like this, and we're all gonna coexist together. Here, it just seems like I'm gonna get every dude in the industry on my shit, and oh, by the way, you gotta fix the album. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna drop this on the same week as Drake, so technically it didn't drop the same day, but I'm gonna beat him because I'm the best. He's just not focused on the music, and it rubs me the wrong way.
I can't. I hear what you're saying, man. I hear what you're saying. And I'm sorry that like he's disappointed you, dog. You know
I'm about to cry. No, it's just like, dude, the first time I listened to Kanye, it was 4th grade on a trip to Mackinac Island. Yeah. And like, I've been hooked ever since, you know what I'm saying? And so like, again, I gave him a pass for the last couple ones because I know he wasn't into it, but it felt like he was into this one. And then when I hear about the STEM machine, the marketing, it's just like, fam, please just make beats and give me Watch the Throne 2, and then let's be done.
Yeah.
You know, that's really how I feel.
I mean, I'm almost at a point where it's like, look, man, like, I don't know. It's not even like I don't think he could be able to deliver on a Watch the Throne 2. I'm worried that
I think Jay is gonna. If anybody gonna keep him in pocket, it's gonna be Jay. But outside of that,
but if they were to do it, do I really even want like this Kanye on a Watch the Throne 2? Do I want this like all in with God that I can't connect with? Kind of like, I mean, like, I'm okay with people talking about God, but just like how you do it really depends for me, you know. And it's like, do I really want that kind of energy, you know, on a Watch the Throne 2 with one of my idols in Jay-Z?
See, but that's why I trust it, because Jay-Z's not gonna put out nothing whack. If his name is attached to it, then it's like, you know what, man, this doesn't sound like it. Yeah, I'm not gonna put this up.
Man, I don't. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Because I don't want how you feel about Kanye to feel about. I don't want to feel that way about Jay-Z.
Oh no, I don't think. I don't think you can. He's not with the. He's like, he has done some of the marketing schemes, but it's business oriented. It's not, hey, look at me. Hey, I put everybody who's canceled on one stage. Hey, I'm the first person to come out with this technology that you have to fix my album. Hey, I'm the one who's going to beat Drake. Yeah. Jay-Z don't move like that. So I don't think there's any real concern like around him with that. So,
hey, man, I think you're right. I agree with you. I believe in Jay-Z. But at the end of the day, I don't think Watch the Throne 2 is coming, unfortunately.
That's the only one I'll take from him at this point. I'm just like, just make Yeezy great. Go run for president if you want. Do whatever you want. Just don't give us a mid-album again. Like,
damn. Got AG hurt out here. Fuck, man.